Hi everyone, in this video we are going to see how to generate a triangular waveform using op-amp. For a triangular wave like this, there are two parameters are important. One is the amplitude of the waveform, that is the peak to peak value, and the other one is the frequency of the waveform. How to generate a triangular waveform? So if I have a square waveform like this, if I integrate this one, I can get a triangular waveform. So integration of a square waveform will give you a triangular waveform. So how to design this integrator? So using op-amp, we can easily design an integrator, and the output of this integrator is given by minus 1 by RCF integral of V in. So this is the input voltage into dt. So whatever I give here, this is a square waveform. If I give here, I will get the triangular waveform as the output. So the detailed explanation of this integrator circuit is available in chapter 16. I have given the link in the description. So how to generate a square wave? So there are different methods. One method is using Astable multivibrator, which is also called the square wave generator. So this is a circuit diagram of Astable multivibrator, which we have already seen in chapter 20. Now this Astable multivibrator, without giving any triggering pulse, it can produce a square wave automatically. So this can be used as a source of the square wave generator, and this can be integrated to get the triangular waveform. But here we have R and C components in the Astable multivibrator. Another method is there where with a few components we can make we can generate the square waveform. That is using a comparator, because a comparator can also be used as a square wave generator. So in this video, we are going to use a comparator based triangular wave generator. So the output of the comparator, which is a square waveform, will be given to the integrator. So V in, we will give the square waveform, so that this integrator integrates and give you a triangular waveform as output. So let us combine these two circuits together to get the triangular wave generator. So this is the triangular wave generator. So the first part is the comparator. So the negative terminal is grounded and the positive terminal is connected to the feedback part. So this potential, whatever it is available here, is always compared with this 0. Based on that, the output will be plus Vsat or minus Vsat. Now this voltage will be this one. V in is this one. Plus Vsat or minus Vsat. Now this is given to the integrator. So integrator, you see here a capacitor is there. But this input, now we have to remind one thing here, the input voltage is connected to the negative terminal of this op-amp. Okay, the positive terminal is grounded. The input is connected to the negative terminal. So here, if you take the comparator, we are comparing 0 with this potential. Let us say it is point P. This Vp is compared with 0. So when the comparator will change its state from plus Vsat to minus Vsat, when this Vp falls slightly below 0, because the negative terminal is 0, when this potential goes below 0, slightly below 0, the comparator will change its state from plus Vsat to minus Vsat. Okay. But when this P goes 0, the voltage at the P depends upon what potential is connected here and to the potential which is connected here. So here we assume that initially it is plus Vsat, but the other end of this voltage divider is connected to V0. It means that it is connected to the negative, it's a ramp value. So this ramp is continuously changing from plus V ramp to minus V ramp. So the potential at this point also will change. So at one point, this Vp becomes 0 or slightly below 0. At that time, the output changes from plus Vsat to minus Vsat. So the frequency of the square wave, if you see, it will be equal to the frequency of the triangular wave. But amplitude depends upon this RC component. So to derive the equation or a frequency of the triangular waveform, let us assume that initially this voltage, the comparator output voltage is plus V set, and the other end of the voltage divider is connected to the V ramp and it is continuously changing. So this voltage will be changing and Vp is continuously changing, and at one point it reaches 0. At what point it reaches 0? At that time the output changes from plus Vsat to minus Vsat. So when Vin is equal to plus Vsat, that is this point, the effective voltage at that point P can be written as Vp is equal to minus V ramp plus R2 by R1 plus R2 into Vsat minus V ramp. So we know at this point, let us take this point as T1. At T1, what happens? The output changes from plus Vsat to minus Vsat. It means that the Vp has become 0 at that point. So let us substitute Vp equal to 0 here in this equation. So it will becomes minus Vramp plus this one. Simplify this one. Bring Vramp to one side and Vsat on the other side. So let us simplify this one. It will come here R1 plus R2 minus R2. So R2 will get cancelled. So minus V ramp R1 equal to minus R2 into Vset. So denominator common terms will get cancelled. Okay. So let me write it as minus V ramp is equal to minus R2 by R1 into Vset. Now you will get a doubt why do you want to write it as minus here? Because we want to find the peak to peak value. So let us keep it like this itself. Okay. Then at T equal to T2, again output changes from minus Vsat to plus Vsat. It means that the Vp point the P point has become 0 again. So Vp equal to 0. So with that one, we can write what is plus V ramp value. So plus V ramp is going to be same thing. Plus V ramp means plus R2 by R1 into Vsat. Now we are going to find the peak to peak value of this triangular wave. So we know minus V ramp, we know plus V ramp. Peak to peak amplitude of triangular wave is given by V plus V ramp minus of minus V ramp. So if you simplify, you will get V peak to peak as this one. So here the output changes from plus V ramp to minus V ramp in this half period. The total time period is this one. Out of this is only half of that. So it is T by 2. Now is the integrator. So let us take the limits as 0 to T by 2. Integrated output, we know this V0 is equal to minus 1 by RCF into integral of V in into dt. So let us substitute the limits as 0 to T by 2. V in is minus Vsat into dt. So let us apply the limits and simplify it and find what is T from this equation. So T we are getting in terms of V0 peak to peak by Vsat. So V0 peak to peak, already we have derived an equation. So let us substitute that. So if you substitute and simplify it, you will get T is equal to 4 RCF into R2 by R1. But we want frequency, which is nothing but inverse of time period. So let us take the inverse of time period, which is given by R1 divided by 4 RCF into R2. So this is the frequency of the triangular waveform. So we have already derived for peak to peak value, and we have found the frequency of the triangular waveform. Let us summarize what we have seen. Integration of a square wave gives a triangular wave. Square wave can be generated using either a stable multivibrator, but it needs more component compared to a comparator. So we have used here a comparator and an integrator to generate the triangular waveform. And the frequency of the generated triangular waveform is given by f is equal to R1 divided by 4 RCF into R2. If you like the video, do subscribe to Read Electric Vehicle channel. Thank you.